Hi everybody, welcome. I'm CsR Magnum, bringing you live coverage of the Countdown to Reach. Total time right now is 7 days, 1 hour, 46 minutes, and 12 seconds. Um, Pretty much to sum up my weekend, I went down to Columbus to play a couple matches down there with my buddies down on the Ohio State campus. Was a bunch of fun. Met a team that's going to try to become a big time team. They're called ESC Gaming. Um, Pretty much called Escape, but they call themselves ESC because there is another team out there, I guess, called Escape. So they were a real tough team. We pretty much entered doubles. Last night we kind of entered into the doubles tournament. Did pretty good, made it all the way. Lost to ESC because they're a tough team. We lost to them by about 4. Then we jumped into this weird 3v3 tournament. Did really good. Actually beat them by 2. But then got eliminated because one of our players was using a rapid fire controller. Some dude we had to pick up, I guess, but kind of an asshole. But anyways, we then jumped into a 4v4 tournament. One of my buddies that was formerly on my team came and played with us, and we were actually able to beat Escape. I think it was 47 to 50 or something. He had a nice double kill in the end, kind of finished him off. So it was a bunch of fun. Definitely would do that again. Columbus, like I said, it was a 2-hour trip. I figured, hey, I have the weekend off, might as well go and do it. But a lot of fun. Make sure you stay tuned for ESC Gaming. They didn't have their other 2 players. They kind of had to recruit 2 people to play in the 4v4. So it was definitely fun playing with a team like that. It was kind of cool just playing with a bunch of random people and kind of getting to know a lot of people and try to recruit as many people as we could get. We got 2 people that actually want to join our team, but we're still holding tryouts for them. Brings me, I guess, to the next thing that's coming up is CCAG, which is for classic gaming arcade games, I guess. So that's May 8th. It's going to be really fun because, you gotta love classic arcade games and stuff like that. I'm looking to probably buy, a Neo Geo or something like that. I kind of talked about that more on Super Bit Sunday, but regardless, it's going to be pretty cool. So make sure you check that out. It's just go to Google and type in CCAG arcade, I guess. Just type that in. It should be one of the first 2 to come up. Next thing that we're going to be talking about is CsR 2, which involves me, Mr. Awesome, Billy Mitchell, and I guess a 4th member because our 4th member is kind of, MIA. We're going to probably host Battlefield, Bad Company 2. We're all very big Battlefield fans. I know Mr. Awesome and Billy Mitchell are a little bit bigger fans than me when it comes to the Battlefield Bad Company series, but overall, we're both really big fans. Well, we're all really big fans, I should say. So that's going to be really cool. Going to show a live broadcast of that as well. So we're going to have a crap load of videos coming up to show you guys. Probably enter into a couple tournaments this year. A lot more than last year. I mean, the fall tournament was fun. We finished 56 out of God knows how many teams, 1,000 probably. I'm counting the unranked teams as well. So, 56 ain't bad at all. We finished, I think, 12 and 4, or 13 and 4, or something like that. But you gotta admit we did pretty good for, this being our first real big season for game battles. So it was a bunch of fun. I think we're gonna go back into it this year and probably get another player to play with us. So, but enough of that. We're gonna talk more about Reach because this is the countdown to Reach. A couple things I forgot to mention last night was you could spawn on your team, which is going to be really interesting because if you're dying in a fight where you're not going to win, your teammate can spawn and help you. That's also going to suck because if you're on fire killing people and you just keep killing them and you finally survive the last wave of somebody, they can just respawn and kill you. So it's kind of going to be interesting to see if people like that or if that's going to get nerfed or if, it's a great idea and they're going to go with it. So something kind of cool. Another interesting thing is I don't believe the Covenant sniper rifle is going to be in this game. I believe it's going to be like a sniper rifle, Covenant sniper rifle look, but it's like a Sentinel beam. And I know the Sentinel beam from Halo 2 kind of sucked. This one looks badass. It's a lot better. You can actually kill people with this thing without, it taking forever. That's probably why they didn't really put it in the game at all for the multiplayer, but it's going to be really cool. It's going to be a really nice upgraded weapon, so it's going to be pretty interesting to see stuff like that. Reach is also going to host one of the biggest multiplayer maps that any Halo game has ever had. So it's going to be interesting to see that. They're going to do things like races and stuff like King of the Hill, but with a kind of a Slayer kind of aspect to it. So it'll make it more fun because I know King of the Hill is kind of a gay game type. A lot of people don't like it. I do not like it. They're updating things like the pistol from Halo 1 is going to actually make a comeback. I know they said that in ODST, but this is like very good. This is a really nice weapon. It's going to definitely save your ass a couple times. It's not going to be as powerful as Halo 1's, but it's still going to be really awesome. I love that weapon. That was my go-to weapon. That's probably the reason why I'm called Magnum, is because I used to love that weapon and dominate with it back in Halo 1, but regardless, it's nice to know that they finally got a good pistol in this game. So that's going to be something kind of cool to check out. They're going to do CTF, a new kind of CTF style. So those fans who like objective game types are really going to be intrigued into this. They're also trying to bring in the Team Slayer kind of aspect to a lot of it. Try to make it a little bit more fun to everybody, so that you don't look at it and go, oh God, I don't want to play this. They just want to try and change it up a little bit. So I like where they're going with it, and I hope it's going to turn out well. But in Team CSR news, like I said, there's not much to talk about tonight either, because I kind of came back from Columbus kind of tired. So I will tell you guys what I pretty much know. CSR, the round robin from last year, is actually going to be out on DVD eventually. It's coming out, I don't know, we're right in the editing process of it right now, but it's 10 hours of footage. It's going to have commentary onto it. All the members pretty much played in it. You're going to have, commentary of it. Probably one of the coolest tournaments I've ever been in, because I'll tell you this right now, we did random teams and they were perfect teams. As you can see, I drafted somebody who wasn't the best player, kind of got beat up a little bit, so it was fun. Definitely a great finish to a great game. The round robin was totally just crazy and awesome, so definitely recommend you check that out. We're going to be giving them away we're undecided yet if we want to sell them or if we want to just give them out. I personally want to give them out, but it does cost money to make put the DVD together and kind of do everything. So, we might charge something very small to do it. It's more just for fun. So, anybody who is watching that's actually participated into it will get it for free. But it's going to be a lot of fun. And with that in mind, we're also going to be talking about upcoming tournaments for Team CSR, because the round robin went so well last year. We're going to maybe get probably about 6 more players together for the round robin in 2010, which is probably going to be about September, because last year's was September's, and it seemed to work out really well. We had unfortunately, we didn't have a huge turnout. A lot of people kind of had to go to work and stuff like that. They had a lot of stuff that they had on their plate, which is understandable. That was back then when my money was pretty much making. I was making a living pretty much on Halo 3. Made about $700, which got me by into Christmas time, which now I have a job and everything. So, it's going to be interesting to try and get everybody together for it. But I'm going to probably push it way in advance. So, if you really want to join onto it, if you're a Cleveland, local player looking to play in some tournaments or just for fun or whatever, we're actually going to host one coming up here, and you can actually go onto our website and register. It'll go right to my email, so I know you are interested. So stay tuned for that, and that's pretty much our show for the night. So thanks for listening, and like I said, 7 more days until Halo Reach comes out, so can't wait, and we're going to have live coverage of it, so stay tuned.